Good morning, televiewers, and happy greetings or midweek greetings from us at My Media Prime Television. We are on to your favorite bilingual program, The Brief, which is dedicated to the review of striking headlines in the newspapers. The death of Senator Barrister Kemende Henry is very much a major headlines in the papers. So many newspapers are questioning the conspicuous and continuous silence of the government over the assassination of the lawmaker. We shall equally tell you about the performances of the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon and the cry of bishops of Cameroon after the annual General Assembly which held recently in Gaoundéré, chief town of Adamawa region of the country. Dr. Ngwanyam is here with us. We shall be analyzing those major headlines with him. Meantime, let's have the French version of what the newspapers capture for us today in Cameroon with Bomotonguina. Gwladys. Myriad greetings to you, Gwladys, and welcome once again.
Merci beaucoup, Lasha et bonjour aussi à toi. Bonjour à vous et merci une fois de plus de rester fidèle à Débrief, votre émission bilingue de revue de presse sur My Media Prime Télévision. Alors, ce matin, nous allons débuter avec le journal Mutation qui nous parle des lions indomptables du Cameroun. Copie à revoir, leader de son groupe est qualifié pour le second tour. La qualité du jeu produit par le Cameroun n'est pas pour autant rassurant quant à la suite de la compétition. Les détails sont donc en page 16 de ce journal. Nous poursuivons ce matin avec le journal Le Jour qui parle de la libération des élèves. La CAN perturbe les programmes scolaires. La décision du gouvernement de libérer les élèves afin qu'ils participent à la popularité de la Coupe d'Afrique des Nations est diversement interprétée. Les détails sont donc en page 5 de ce journal. Nous continuons ce matin avec le journal Le Messager qui nous parle du climat social à l'OAPI, le personnel sous un volcan, tension entre cadres, abus de pouvoir, salaire retenu, dotation en carburant bloquée, contrat résilié. Le président Paul Biya en colère contre le directeur général Denis Baousso. Les détails sont donc en page 3 de ce journal. Nous terminons ce matin avec le journal L'économie quotidien qui parle, lui, en grand titre du sommet de la CEAC, les dossiers sur la table du chef de l'État. Les détails sont donc en page 5 de ce journal. Mesdames, Messieurs, c'est ici que nous nous arrêtons pour cette revue de presse en langue française. Place à la découverte de ces journaux en langue anglaise avec toi, Lasha.
Merci, Bomotonguina. Gwladys, let's kickstart this morning with the Lone English Daily, The Guardian Post newspaper. The Guardian Post newspaper this morning is telling us that at annual General Assembly in Gaoundéré, bishops weep for Cameroon, cried out against rising cost of living, say Cameroonians are living in total misery. They also call for an end to conflicts in the northwest, southwest and far north regions of Cameroon. The bishops also accused elites of promoting tribalism and inciting conflicts in the nation. On pages 7 through 23, the Guardian Post presents full text of the 2022 finance law of the country. And on page 4 of the same paper, the paper is advancing reasons why government must speak out on the assassination of Senator Barrister Kemende Henry. Still talking about the assassination of the vibrant lawmaker, West Echo is asking who really killed Senator Barrister Henry Kemende. You can get more details in this edition of West Echo newspaper, which is talking about the killing of Senator Barrister Kemende Henry. And on to L'Action newspaper. We are ending with L'Action newspaper. L'Action newspaper this morning is telling us or is making us to understand that the CPDM 12-man mobilization team to get stadiums filled with spectators has yielded fruit. Stadiums in the 6 host cities of the AFCON Cup or the African Cup of Nations, AFCON Total Energies 2021, and fan zones found across Cameroon have been filled up with spectators, amongst them a chunk of CPDM militants. Thank you, televiewers, for watching. We are back in the studio, as usual, to continue with our discussion. And like I told you in my introduction, Dr. Ngwanyam is here with us. He is the president of St. Louis University Institute, a social entrepreneur and an economist. He is here with us. So many titles. Dr. Nick, good morning and welcome once again.
Oh, thank you very much. When you say I'm an economist, I would say that I bought the O-level books when I was already a surgeon. I read them in my office, and I got some principles, and I've been doing a lot in entrepreneurship, and I've made a strength out of it.
Thank you, Dr. Nee, for joining us. Let's go straight to the Guardian Post newspaper. This morning, the paper is telling us or relaying the final message of the bishops of Cameroon who met in Ngaoundéré, chief town of, I'm talking about Ngaoundéré, the bishops who met in Ngaoundéré, and they decided to call the attention of the government over certain crises in the country, especially they accused, elites. You are one of prominent elites from their own division of origin. The bishops are accusing you elites of inciting, conflicts and promoting tribalism in the country. Reasons why we have what we are having today in the country. Are the bishops wrong? What do you say?
If you say the bishops are wrong, then you need a head examination. In fact, the bishops did a good job. And we could actually spend half a day just talking about what the bishops did in Ngaoundéré, and will still not be done. We're just kind of like giving you the highlights. And if we just dwelled only on what the bishops did and follow the instructions and follow the advice, Cameroon will be safe from all this chaos.
And they equally say Cameroonians are living in total misery. The cost of living keep rising, and a bottle of vegetable oil now sells at 1,500 francs in Ngaoundéré, as the bishops earlier mentioned. What is really happening? The finance law of 2022? Or is it the wars, the conflicts, that money is not being channeled to the right direction to improve on the economy?
No,
what's really the problem of Cameroon?
Yeah, to say that the cost of living is rising is no news. I mean, every Tom, Dick, and Harry can see that happening, and you just need to go to the markets and check it out, and you will see. Now,
but the government has said the cost of living is not rising. There was a report that was done on France 24.
It was done in France by Sondo. I remember that, and then the minister went up to say it was a lie. I know whatever the case, one of them was lying. But the truth is, the cost of living is rising astronomically, and it can be explained by the fact that we produce nothing. That is the bottom line. And we are a nation that has been depending very much on importations, and we have to pay for those imported goods, especially finished goods, consumable goods. We cut tree trunks and take oil, sell, and then instead of using that for development, we go buy food and some other things, champagne, we drink a lot of champagne and live a good life. So that is the problem. We produce nothing. That is the bottom line. We produce nothing. And last time we said that if you went into our supermarkets, the supermarkets, I won't call their names, and checked on the shelves, 95% of all the goods on all our supermarkets are imported. And if you think the problem with the supermarkets, check your own house.
We have local companies. Are we also encouraging consumption of locally made products?
No, it's not even just a matter of encouraging, because you encourage people to consume what is there, but there's nothing there. What we are saying is that we lack industry, we lack the skills to build wealth and so on. And that is where we should be going. We have been singing here time and again that that's the direction in which our schools and universities should go. But we train people who tell a lot of stories, and then we end up and we find ourselves in economic difficulties, but those economic difficulties are of our creation.
And the other day I saw pictures coming from you of some breeds of cocks being taken across some cities to fertilize, or I don't know how to put it, to spread, production of chicken and whatever.
I've been very worried about the issue of chicken in Cameroon for years. I know we used to import chicken products from Europe, France, Belgium, but with the COVID there was a problem, and now I think the government switched to Brazil. And they've been doing that. But when you go and study what the Kenyans are doing something completely different, and they have used their science, technology, and engineering to be able to beat that. What did they do? They went throughout the country and picked the good breeds of chicken and hens and so on, and come and bred them, and then produced a new breed of their own that they shared all over the nation. And so they don't import these things that we're importing from.
So that's actually what you did.
Yes, we had this chicken. There's this great chicken in our country they call them pantalon. It has feathers on the legs, or Brahma. They are Brahma chicken. And the good thing about the Brahma chicken is that they grow fast too. They are big, and then the meat is very tasty, and the females, they lay a lot of eggs and so on. So the idea is to take the male cocks of these Brahmas, send them into all our villages all over the nation, and have those reproduce with our local hens, and then we will have a new breed of chicken that has some of these good characteristics. So we can solve our problems if we want to. This kind of thing of sitting in a box and only importing is not good.
Okay, Gwladys, before we take on to the
Alors,
next
effectivement, on est en train de regarder par rapport à la Coupe d'Afrique des Nations, les Lions indomptables, leur performance. Le journal Mutation au jour d'aujourd'hui nous présente un fait et disent que leur performance ne nous permet pas encore de croire en fait qu'ils peuvent remporter la compétition.
Oui, vous savez, le problème n'est pas avec le football camerounais. Le problème est avec nous tous en tant que Camerounais. Dans quel sens? Si je t'ai posé la question, une question que je pose tout le temps et personne ne me donne une réponse. Nous sommes tous en train de dire, oh, les Lions, vous ne jouez pas bien, vous manque quelque chose, vous n'avez pas de touche. On n'a pas confiance en vous. Oui, c'est vrai. Mais si je te retourne la question en disant, toi avec ta gueule, tu es en train de dire qu'il ne joue pas bien. Montre-moi un seul établissement au Cameroun, soit que ce soit public ou privé, là où on montre l'excellence dans les faits. On n'a pas d'excellence. Et c'est pour ça que Eto'o est venu se battre au niveau de l'Africa Foot pour mettre tous ces gens qui sont là depuis 20 ans sans rien faire, pour chercher à corriger ça. C'est avec ce travail qu'on va faire une nouvelle génération des enfants qui vont jouer bien sur le standard européen. Mais pour maintenant, on fait avec. Donc, on les soutient bien. Peut-être ils vont y arriver, peut-être pas, mais on les soutient bien. Et la faute nous revient parce que partout dans le pays, on ne fout rien.
Ok, on a les cours qui sont perturbés par rapport à la CAN, les horaires des élèves qui ont été réduits, les horaires des enseignants qui ont été réduits, et ça apporte un quiproquo dans l'association, au Cameroun tout entier. Chaque Camerounais a son avis par rapport à cette décision. Quel est votre avis?
Le groupe de l'après-midi, il n'est pas même
oui.
à l'école.
Oui, il y a un problème là, il y a un problème. Vous voyez, ça, on appelle ça la politique.
Okay.
Les enfants ne partent pas voir le match Njor parce qu'on les aime. Ce n'est pas parce qu'on n'a pas ouvert les stades aux enfants et on les transporte au stade parce qu'on les aime. On ne pensait pas à eux dès le début. C'est parce que les stades sont restés vides qu'on a cherché, on s'est gratté la tête, on s'est dit, on fait comment pour remplir, pour ne pas montrer au monde qu'il y a un problème. Donc là, on cherche à blanchir un problème là.
Okay.
Donc, et pour chaque chose qu'on fait, il y a un coût. Donc, ça va répercuter sur les enfants, sur l'éducation. Et vous voyez, quand j'étais à l'école, lorsqu'il y avait cours, et un enfant restait dehors pour faire autre chose ou quoi que ce soit, on le tapait pour lui faire comprendre que aller à l'école, c'est important. Aujourd'hui, les enfants sont à l'école, nous les sortons pour les mettre dans les roues, pour leur dire que le football est plus important que l'école. Vous voyez, on a changé les valeurs. C'était tellement difficile à comprendre.
Okay. Donc, à vous écouter, la décision n'était pas très bonne.
Si mon enfant était là, j'allais porter plainte.
Ok, d'accord.
Okay, Dr. Nick, the Guardian Post newspaper on page 4 this morning is giving us reasons why government must speak out on the assassination of Senator Barrister Henry Kemende. As at now, we've not had any official statement as to the killing of that lawmaker. Is it not a shame to the government of the Republic that a sitting senator that was supposed to be provided security is shot and killed? And we are talking about getting to 2 weeks. And